Hey, this is Russ. Hey, time for another knee replacement update. I mentioned to you guys that I would do an update at least once every 2 weeks, so I think it's time to give you guys an update. I went to physical therapy for the last several times. We didn't measure my progression this past week, but I did hit that 130 degrees of flexion under extreme screaming 3 times, okay? And when I do it on my own, after the physical therapist has pushed on my knee for a while, I can pull back by myself at least 115 degrees now. So I asked him if he could do a measurement before he even touches me and pushes me. How far can I actually do it on my own with him doing no pushing? So we took a measurement and I can hit 104 degrees, which is pretty much what I guessed it would be. I told him before it happened, I says, I'm gonna guess 105. And sure enough, that's about the range. Because when I'm sitting on a chair, just here like talking to you guys now, I feel I go past 90 degrees now. So yeah, it's 104 degrees on my own, 115 degrees when he pushes, and then I try doing it on my own, and then 130 degrees at least 3 times on the physical therapy sessions. And this past week, he feels that I have probably gotten at least 130 degrees, even though we did measure these last 2 times this week. So he is going on a vacation next week, so I am off of PT for the whole week. Now, they tried to get me to continue physical therapy, but again, he's the only guy that can push me to this level. We had one of the other physical therapists try it, and she's probably the next strongest person there. She barely got a peep out of me. So really, there's no sense for me to go in if she can't push me to the level that my physical therapist typically does. Because when he pushes, he's grunting to get some strength in there while I'm screaming, all right? Now, he has told me that these last several times when I hit 130 degrees, he has not had to push very hard compared to how he used to. So he feels I'm hitting that 130 a lot easier now than I did in the past. And that's a good sign, even though it still hurts like crazy when he does it. And really, it takes me at least a day to get over all the things that he does to me. I can't walk very well after that because he zaps out all my strength. Now, to augment that, I actually joined the local community gym. All right. Now, this is not the type of paid gym that most people go to. This is park district type gyms. And my wife said, when you're not at physical therapy, maybe you should be working on some things on your own. And that makes a lot of sense. So I joined, and my daughter says my dad is now a gym rat. It's true. I'm going to show you guys some video of me working on things. So here's what I work on my own. I use the leg press. That is one of the main reasons I joined that. And I also use at another physical therapy place. It's called the New Step. I don't think this particular one is called that, but it's very similar to that, and I'll show you that after the leg press one. And then I go on a recumbent bike thing that allows you to move with your hands as well as your feet. And the reason I choose that over a standard recumbent bike is because I do have a standard recumbent bike at home, which I do utilize, but I can't do a full rotation very easily on it because the pedal length, the stem, of where the pedals are, is longer than the one I use at the park district. So I go on that one at the park district because it's easier for me to do a full rotation. Now, on a standard bike, a standard stationary bike at the physical therapy place, I can do full rotations because they have the seat high enough for me to do the rotations on there. And I go fairly well on that now. And I wasn't able to do that when we first started with them. So I feel I am making good progress at this point, but yet, just so that everyone knows, I still can't walk very well because I don't have the kind of strength that I need. I do need better strength in order to walk without the cane fully. Now, my physical therapist does not want to see me using the cane while at least we're at physical therapy. So I hold it just in case, but I walk on my own, and you can see me limping really well. when that happens. And at home, I am trying every now and then to walk without the cane, but again, I keep it in my hands because in case I need it real quickly, it's there for me to keep me from falling. So that's where we're at with that. So the walking's not so good. Extension from our last measurement, which was when did we do this? Last week and also this week, we checked it. I'm at about 15 degrees at this point. Now, when he pushed hard down on it, we can get 10 degrees, but on my own, pulling down on it on the table a little bit and straightening my leg, I can get 15 degrees. We really need 0 degrees on that one. All right. So we still got a long ways to go, and the knee is still swollen. We checked that again today, and he made the comment that he says, I can't believe this thing is still swollen. And that's probably the thing that's holding us back, really. So the swelling is not as bad as it was when I first started, obviously, but you can definitely see the swelling is there. Now, when I was at the gym, there was a guy who, he showed me his knee. He was wearing shorts at the time, and he didn't have a knee replacement, but he did something to his knee where they actually had to open it up. So he has the same kind of scar as I do. My scar looks better than his, I will have to say. Mine does look better than his. But my knee is still swollen compared to his. And he had this procedure done about a year and a half ago. So, but he's doing fairly well. He has no issues anymore, but he did show me what his knee looked like. All right. Oh, let me mention too, when I am on the leg press, here's a funny story. I can really only do about, I think 50 pounds, something like that. And then when I do it on my own with one leg, I can do 20, 25 pounds. That's about it. But the funny part is that the other people, you know, after I'm done, they jump on there. They're doing like 200 and 220. And I go back on there, and sure enough, I move it right back down to that lowest level. We kind of laugh a little bit at that, but they understand because they see me there with a cane. But how embarrassing, right? You know. Now, I do remember, too, before I had all these problems and when I was younger, I was able to hit at least 150 pounds on my own on the leg press, but that's not the case anymore. So it is funny, you know, but as you get older, you know, there's only so much things you can do, and definitely, of course, with the knee replacement, I can only go so far. Here's an interesting thing. Today, I was able to get some pretty deep knee bends out of the deep knee bends. And the PT guy said, you know, that was really good, actually. In fact, I surprised myself, too. So we're talking squatting down. I'm going past 90 degrees as I'm squatting down. So I know I'm getting a lot better. So I'm hoping that the rest of you guys who have knee issues are getting better. Please comment on the comment section of this video. I do like to keep in contact with you guys to find out how your progress is, and definitely share this video with other people too that might be going into physical therapy for rehab or thinking of doing a knee replacement. Let them see those other videos as well. And if you're interested, subscribe to the channel. We do need additional subscribers here. I think I'm only like maybe 4 subscribers short of 500. We need at least 1,000, just to let you know. So hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell icon so you can see when new videos from me come out. Again, next week, no physical therapy for me, but I will be at the gym every day working my leg and knee out that way. And so we're hoping that will suffice until the physical therapist comes back from vacation, then he can start pushing again. So I'll let you guys know how the update on that goes once I'm back at physical therapy. Talk to you guys next time.